Today I want to give you my 5-point quick posture fix. You're going to love it. You're going to use it every single day, and it's going to change your life. I'm going to show you what these 5 points are, how to master every single point that you should be doing, and how to apply this to your daily life. Before you go any further in this video, you've got to learn how to strength train around what you'll be working on today. And I want to give you a free guide to cover all of that, so you don't have to think it up or try to guess on what you should be doing next with the information you get today in the video. fitnessforbackpain.com/pain-free training. We'll break down exercise, we'll break down movement, and how to apply what you learned today with exercise to make it a permanent, lifelong change that me and you both know you need. Let's jump in. Now, the first and what I think is the most important place you've got to focus on when it comes to correcting posture for long-term relief is the feet. Warning. Warning, okay? You're gonna be looking at feet, bare, naked feet. So if feet aren't your thing, look away. If they are your thing, this is still not that kind of video. Let's go down. Typically, what you don't want to see in a foot are toes that are smashed together due to too tight of shoes or shoes that are improperly created for the human foot. What we want is toe splay. And what you can do is practice taking your fingers and spreading your toes out and really trying to feel and use the muscles in your toes to engage with the ground. There are a few points of contact that I want you to focus on when it comes to feet, and I'll show you the bottoms of my dirty feet right here. So you've got your toes, which you're gonna use a lot of today in the video. Then the next area of focus is going to be this part here, this part here, and then this part here. Weight distribution, your weight should be evenly distributed across these pads or these areas. Then you're gonna be making all this connect with your toes. So what you want you to focus on is, you'll see me, I've got super flat feet. That's just my life. But what I have to do and what I'm always working on is engaging myself with the ground using my toes so that I can engage the muscles in the feet to build this arch. What you're doing here is going to affect everything upstream all the way to your neck. So what you're also gonna see me do is twisting. I'm gonna use the word torque or tension. You're creating tension at the feet. So after you've splayed your toes as best you can, now you're gripping the ground. See my muscles engaging. And I'm gonna create tension. So using upstream my hips, I'll show you that in a second, we're going to be twisting and creating tension and externally rotating. So I'm kind of doing, here are my feet, I'm trying to do this, but without actually moving my feet. So we've got the feet done. Now let's look at the hip. This is part number 2. So you're gonna combine what you did with the feet. Now we're gonna include the hips, okay? So what you're gonna do is, before you start kind of to get your toes engaged, I want you to first rock your pelvis back and forth, okay? You're gonna anterior tilt, then posterior tilt, and find what is neutral to you. Once you find that, you're going to grab the ground with your feet, spread your toes out, and you're going to engage. So I'm creating tension at my hips. So what you should feel once you've done this correctly is you should feel a tightness, almost like you've got a cord that's wrapped around your legs, and it should get tighter as you're trying to create tension by twisting out. Now it's time for part 3. We're gonna combine the third, the fourth, and the fifth part into one section. And that's going to be the abs and the brace, which is the third part. The fourth part is going to be the shoulders, and then the fifth part will be the head. This is how you break it down. So once I've got the hips engaged, this is locked in, I'm gonna take a quick breath out. That's gonna brace my abs, get things stable here. I'm gonna make sure that my ribs are brought down. We don't wanna be overextended and our ribs be flaring. So during this posture, a quick fix reset, we're going to be bracing, ribs are gonna be down. That's the third part. The fourth part, we're gonna add in some shoulder work. I want you to take your palms up, thumbs facing back. I want you to go, take your thumbs almost like you're going back and away from the body as far as you can with your ribs being down, and you're gonna bring them down all the way around to where your thumbs are now facing forward. This should reset the shoulders. From there, we have to look at where the head is. Wherever our head is, the rest of our posterior chain will try to follow and keep ourselves upright. So if you have a high level of sensitivity in your back, your muscles are always engaged, the first best thing to look at is where is everything in space? Are you kind of leaned forward this way? Well, now all of this stuff is going to be firing to keep you as best it can upright. We're trying to correct that. So once we've engaged our feet, our hips, ribs down, core on, shoulder blades, or our shoulders are set, coming down here, the next step is to make sure that our chin is pushed back and it's stacked well over the rest of our body. What you should feel is your body almost kind of melt. You shouldn't feel any kind of tension other than the tension on the muscles that are kind of stretching from bringing them and pulling them into a good healthy position, but you should feel things tend to relax. This is the number one fastest and best way to quickly fix your posture and bring awareness to it. Now, this is where the magic happens. It's not just about, okay, boom, my posture's fixed. You have to apply this multiple times a day. Some of the best places that I love to instruct this kind of posture reset to be used is at work, at home, during activities. If you're cleaning the garage out and you notice yourself kind of getting tense, tight, your back is starting to kind of hurt a little bit, is stop, take some deep breaths, reset everything, make sure everything is nicely stacked, pause there for a second, and take some deep breaths into that painful area. In this case, it's probably your lower back or your surgery site. This is one of the best things that you can do on a daily basis, multiple times a day, to bring awareness around better positioning. Better positioning, just bringing awareness, creates better habits. On top of that, we have to build strength around these new habits or this awareness of a better position. So if you can apply this at work, bringing awareness, constantly resetting yourself so you know and you start to crave that better position, which where your mind goes, the thoughts that you make, the actions you take with your thoughts to your body, it will become a new neural drive. It will become a new habit for you to have a better stacked posture and to function from that. Now, the strength part comes in when you're in the actual gym working out or you're doing the activities in the garage or around the yard. When you go to do an exercise or do a workout, your mindset should still be around stacking. It should be around getting to a good, healthy position and then building strength from there. So you're building strength on a good foundation. You're nicely stacked, you're in a good, healthy position, and you're building strength on that foundation, which is going to correct and fix your posture long time. Yes, there's always room for stretching. There's always room for targeted exercises in certain areas of the body that you might think you have a weakness or some kind of ailment or issue that that has led you to having rounded shoulders or text neck. But one of the best things that you can do is just start bringing awareness around where your body is in space, fix those habits, correct those habits, and then build strength around these better ones. And the best resource that I can give you absolutely free is at fitnessforbackpain.com/pain-free training. I break down everything you need to know about core training, about exercise, about movement when it comes to chronic persistent pain or life after surgery that you can apply to what you've learned today. Grab that at fitnessforbackpain.com/pain-free training. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode.